Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu self-defense is a very effective, and I can say that for myself as a personal experience, I'm very happy with it. But a lot of people, they don't know. They didn't train enough to make it solid, so they can't be confident on it. I think self-defense of Jiu-Jitsu is always effective. I remember when I was younger, somebody was questioning the efficiency of the self-defense. And I know have a lot of different self-defense schools with different techniques. But the point is not what works better. Always going to work better the thing you work hard for to make it work. So as much as you repeat it and be confident on your skills, this thing gonna work for you. When you look for Jiu-Jitsu as a practitioner, don't be curious. Make sure you learn and make sure you can do what you learn. Don't do what you don't know. Just do what you know. So you get an information, make sure you be able to use that information in your favor. Technically, anything physical demands repetition, quality of repetition. So you need to make a lot of repetition to go for next point. So a lot of people, what happen? They go on a match, they start to roll. What happened to them? They get frustrated, think they learned, didn't work. Why? The higher belt always use something different. So they say, oh, so I should learn that instead of what I know. And then guess what? They try to do what they learn, the next step. It's still not working because they have another thing to work on him. Oh, so I should know this one instead of the 2-1 before I learn. And this way, the curiosity starts to bring the guys for surviving. So most of the time, is based on necessity. Necessity is the mother of the solution. So every time I put myself in a situation it's become necessary to do something, and maybe I do something and work, I think that that's the right thing to do. But maybe it's not. Maybe the right thing to do was there on the basics that you forgot because nobody really allowed you to use it. That's the wrong way to learn. Right way to learn is make sure you teach your student, make sure he does it exactly the way you ask him to do. But how can you prove this point? Just do on him what you set him to do. What happened in a training. A lot of people take advantage over knowledge that the guy who was rolling with him don't have. That's the wrong way to progress. Right way to progress. Be fair with the beginners in your class. Just do on them what they already learned. Just make sure you track what you teach. I did teach this, and this, so I can do that on my student. Exactly what he knows, because I know better, and I have better timing, and I can prove my point. But anything is not on the list that he knows, I shouldn't be able to use on him. It's not fair. Is this exactly the modern Jiu-Jitsu? Modern Jiu-Jitsu is just about the ground. It's about play from the bottom. It's about put your butt on the ground and play from there. The idea is to take your opponent down. First idea of Jiu-Jitsu is awareness. Self-defense is based on attention. Be prepared. So we have to be prepared to avoid situations first. And then when you identify the threat, if you can't avoid, how to deal with the threat verbally. What's your positioning to avoid the attacker, to have easy chance to attack you. And then that progression goes until you go to the ground. But for that to happen, you start to stand up. So you better know how to take your opponent down and make sure you be on top of him as much as you can. On the bottom is a necessity. On top, you dig for the opportunities. So the idea of Jiu-Jitsu to control someone is to take this person down and control from the top. But if it happens that you have to go to the bottom, you have tools to control from there. Control yourself first. And then change the situation in your favor when the opportunity comes. I had the chance last year, 2 years ago, to go to England for a seminar, and I had one student that was paralyzed. He just could move, barely could move his hands, and was a blue belt. And guess what? Jiu-Jitsu works for him, for his mindset. Works for him to get confidence, to have a hope, and have a reason to be alive. So it works like that. Can work on your skills and make you a better fighter. Make you faster, make you stronger, more flexible, or make you strong in your mind. Who I want to send a message? I want to send a message to my family. I'm aware, I'm out of my family most of my time. I'm traveling worldwide to spread the jiu-jitsu and try to keep people's mind focused on development of the sport, preserving the culture, make sure they learn everything, make sure they are aware of their authority of their private space, to defend themselves. And defend yourself is not beat up someone. Defend yourself is be aware of what's going on. Awareness is what's most important in our times. Most of the cities in the world are dangerous. Very few places in the world you have no dangers. Most of the places are very dangerous. So awareness is the first thing you have to be developing your student. And under the legality of the place he is. So you have to understand the law for to teach your student, because you putting your student is like a shooting range when you step on the mats. Shooting range have very solid rules. If you don't know how to manage or manipulate a weapon, and you become dangerous, you get out of the shooting range. You're not going to be allowed to be there. In Jiu-Jitsu, on the mat should be the same. Safety first. So people should understand what's the respect on the mats. And then most of the guys, just they have no rules, don't follow anything, they do whatever. So that becomes a problem.